Facebook, and YouTube both.
Big times.
You're up.
Well, welcome to Hamilton County Newsmakers. I'm your host, Perry Williams. Alongside of me today is the director of the Noblesville Boys and Girls Club, Becky Terry. Welcome, Becky.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk a little bit about, because let's get right to it. There's a lot of things going on at the Noblesville Boys and Girls Club. Let's talk about some of the activities and some of the things you got coming up. How about that first? I'll throw you the softball first.
I appreciate that. So this is really busy season for us, right? So
Right.
Holidays, I think, get busy for everyone. But our program staff get extremely busy once Halloween hits. It's like things just kind of snowball. So the big things we have going on right now, the first thing would be Stuff the Bus. That's a Torch Club project. It's a leadership / community service project that our kids do to give back to their community. They decide on what charities they are going to help out. So this year they have selected some local food pantries, including the trustee's office, to help them get supplies that they need to distribute out to their clientele. So our kids will solicit donors to become sponsors of a seat on the bus for $150. And then they use that money. They learn how to budget their money. They go shopping to buy the supplies that the food pantries will need. And then they put the sponsors on the buses. And we drive the bus through the Christmas parade the Sunday after Thanksgiving. And the kids walk in the parade. And then they donate the items to the pantries. They drop them off themselves, and then they thank the sponsors. That's a huge project. We've been doing that for at least 7 years, and it's grown a little bit each year, and it's something our kids are very proud of, that our board and our staff are very proud of. Everybody kind of gets involved and wraps their arms around that project. We also have an Indie Fuel Night coming up on the 18th, and the generous team there at Indie Fuel donates 100% of tickets sold through our dedicated link back to us. And they are discounted ticket prices as well. So the fan gets a discounted ticket rate, and then we get the donation of the ticket cost back to us. So it's a win-win, I think, for everyone.
Well, Becky, how about you telling us what website or what they need to go on to buy those tickets?
Sure.
How they do that?
We have links both on our Facebook page and also on our website, which is www.bgcni.org.
Well, that sounds great. And that game again is November
18th. It's an 8 o'clock game down at the State Fairgrounds.
That'll be cool. That'll be exciting, and that's a good fundraiser. Now, what are some of the activities? I know that you have a multitude of programs at the Boys and Girls Club, and you do some of them at what I call the old junior high, and which is on Connor Street, and then you have one over by Ivy Tech, which you have other activities. So kind of explain to us, especially I think you have an after-school program, where those kids go and some of the activities, and then what you have over at near Ivy Tech.
Sure. So we have the after-school program, like you said, at our 1448 Connor Street location, or what we consider the club. Those programs are for children after school. We open at 3 and close at 8 Monday through Thursday and 6 on Fridays. But any school-age child can attend. So we start at kindergarten and we go all the way through the age of 18. So we have programs that are dedicated to 12 and unders. We also have teen-specific programs. Anything from homework help. We focus on academic success, healthy lifestyles, and good character and citizenship. Academic success, we focus on homework help after school. We also have a tutoring program. We have an Indiana Kids program that focuses on kids who need extra help in math and reading. We know how critical it is for children to be at grade level in order to have success in school. So we focus on that. For healthy lifestyles, we have a Meals to Members program where we provide meals on Monday nights and Thursday nights to every child. So just trying to bridge the hunger gap that exists here in our county and in our town. We also provide snack packs on weekends. So on a Friday, every child can go home with a healthy snack pack to help them if there's any food deficiencies over the weekend. But we also do sports. So at the community center, which is what we call our location over at 150 North 17th Street in front of Ivy Tech, we do all of our sports programming there. So we have our basketball leagues, which are registering now. So that's our kindergarten through 8th grade leagues are registering. We also provide volleyball programs, a cheerleading program. Registration for that starts at the end of the month. And we also have opportunities for rental space or groups to come in and utilize that space in different ways. We do have some adult programs we do as well, co-ed basketball, co-ed volleyball. We offer pickleball from time to time. So, but back to the club, that's where kind of the heart and soul of our operations is there at the club. And we have a great staff in place, great team. They do amazing things every day, anything from STEM programming to arts and crafts. We have a computer lab, a gym, a library. We just really try and meet the needs and interests of the kids and keep them busy and occupied and provide them with opportunities they might not have otherwise.
Yeah, because, I know it's a great program. Even back when I was a youngster here in Noblesville, which at that time it was only the boys club, and it was downtown Noblesville above Kirk's Hardware. As it is today, that space is still up there. And I think each year I do the upstairs downtown for the city, when we have that weekend, so people can view the upstairs around the square. And I think I always get stuck with that because I'm probably, I know I'm the only one on the board old enough to remember the activities, but there's always been, that's the one great thing about your organization is they've always been involved in youth, during the school year and helping with the homework. And, we had fun games and things like that. But I can remember the day when they put the walls upstairs and above Kirk's Hardware to put a library in, where you had a place to go study because that was a pretty wide open area. And then outside of the wood shop that we had there, which was a big thing back there. But that program has been a great program, and it's been a great program for Noblesville Boys and Girls Club, and you have a tremendous support here in this. You do. In this, you're very, very blessed because I've worked in 501c3s, nonprofits, and the people of Noblesville and Hamilton County always rise to the challenge of certain things that go on with your organization. And I think you have a kind of a big project right now going that you're trying to fund. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay. So in February of 2015, we kicked off a capital campaign, and the capital campaign had a goal of raising $6 million to build a new Boys and Girls Club facility that would house our after-school and out-of-school time programs. So on top of being available every day after school, we also are available days that the kids are out of school, spring break, fall break, summer. And so as the community has grown, as Noblesville has grown, Hamilton County has grown, the demand for our services has also grown. We have seen a 21% increase in membership over the last 5 years. We're averaging over 280 kids a day after school. So our building, as great as it is and as fabulous as it has been to us, it's just kind of past its useful life for us. And so the board took on the challenge of this capital campaign, raising $6 million, and we're plugging away at it. We're very happy with the support we've received this far. Great support from some major donors such as Riverview Health and Community Health Network, the city. So we're plugging away. We're probably really close to $5 million right now. So we've got $1 million to go, and we've got some asks out, some relationships that we're working on, and we're really positive and hopeful that we're going to reach our goal of $6 million yet this year, so we can put a shovel in the ground in the spring and start building a new club that will sit right there at 1700 Connor Street. We will connect it with our community center. And so there's going to be kind of a campus feel there. It's going to be, the Boys and Girls Club and Ivy Tech, and now the Parks Department is there in their annex. And I think it's going to be a really great synergy right there in that space. But it allows us to have some amenities that we don't have right now either. Number one would be green space. Our current facility at 1448 Connor Street is landlocked. If we want the kids to go outside and play, they play on the asphalt parking lot.
Yeah, you don't have anything.
Don't really have much to do. There's only so much sidewalk chalk you can do. So we have a great opportunity to have a great play field out at our new space. Eventually a playground will be added. That's kind of a phase 2 of the project. Other things would be, we have a dedicated cafeteria, which will also double as an auditorium. So we'll be able to do some fine arts, some performing arts that we aren't able to do now, but we also have space to enhance our program, our Meals to Members program, which right now takes away from our kind of daily activities. We close down our games room to put out the cafeteria tables and serve dinner, and in the new space we won't have to do that. We'll be able to continue to program while serving those meals, but just the space is going to be designed for a Boys and Girls Club. It's going to be designed to meet the needs for programming that our kids deserve, and so we're really excited to have a new space that really fits our program and our kids.
Yeah, and the one great thing about this is that opportunity that they have, that our young people have to go to the Boys and Girls Club after school. I mean, this is a big deal for them, and it gives them an opportunity, and the numbers are unbelievable. How many, sometimes we forget living in Hamilton County. That not everyone is blessed as some of our people in this county, but there are children out there that still need some help, and this is a perfect way to give them a nourished meal and activities and learn to get along with other kids and an opportunity to have a place to study and grow.
Yeah, we really pride ourselves on being for all children. It doesn't matter what kind of house you live in or what side of town you live in or what your family life is like. We're for all kids, and we're accepting of everyone, and we want everyone to feel like they belong at the club. And that's something that's I think a fundamental value of what we do is all kids are welcome, and all kids are kids when they enter our door. They're all Boys and Girls Club kids, right? Just like you.
That's right. I mean, and you take one of the perfect examples is, gosh, Abby went to school there after school, and she's never left, has she?
She's never left.
She still works there.
She can't get away. We love her. We love her. She's absolutely fantastic, and her team does amazing things, and that's why we have the opportunity to go out and promote this capital campaign, because we have such a great product. Like what her team does every day, day in and day out, is a quality product that we keep the cost low so that every child can attend. And so we're a high quality, low cost product that everybody can take advantage of. And we really do feel like we're helping the families here in Noblesville by providing this service. And, it could be that parents just need to give the kids an opportunity to do something else, or it might be we're really making a difference for family that both parents are working and can't afford to send their child to have a nanny or something to that effect. So we really feel we're meeting the needs of the parents and the kids here in the community.
And I've always been a great fan of the Boys and Girls Club, and it's always a thrill when I don't get to go there as much as I like, but it's always a thrill to go there. The staff is wonderful, and they are truly there and have that mission in mind of helping young people no matter where they come from. And so that's an important part of now, is there any way that Joe Q Public, I know you're going out getting donors and everything for this $6 million project, but are there ways that maybe people contribute in a smaller way towards this fund?
Every dollar is going to count. The last million, I think, is going to be the hardest million to get, right? So we're going to need everybody in Noblesville and beyond to really consider supporting this project, supporting our youth in this way. One of the opportunities we are promoting right now is the Pathways to Great Futures. So you can buy a brick, and there'll be an opportunity to put whatever it is you want on the brick, and it'll be kind of laid out in a path to the front door of the new club, hence the Pathway to Great Futures. And so for $500, you can purchase a brick. It'll be there, kind of giving a lasting legacy, if you will, that you're going to invest in the future of our youth. So that's one of the ways that information can be found on our website. But you can also just go straight to the website and donate. Like I said, every dollar is going to count. If you want to donate $5, if you want to donate $1 million, we'll be glad. We'll be glad to have you as part of our family as we move forward.
Yeah, and the one thing great, I always feel like that people who have been members of the Boys and Girls Club always feel like they're members of the Boys and Girls Club, because I have to admit, in my era here in Noblesville, the club ran Little League Baseball. I mean, no one ran the summer program except the Boys Club. I mean, they handled that because back in the days of basketball and flag football, each elementary school handle that project. Okay, so but now it's kind of swung to you guys handling the basketball program, because you have a great facilities for basketball tournaments or anything, and I know that during the summer months when you have some law in the action, that you do rent those out to some pretty big tournaments come here at Noblesville. People don't realize
Yes.
of college basketball players and high school basketball players that come to Noblesville, so they know how great this facility is. And I think it's wonderful. The old junior high, or the old boys club, as some people call it, like me, is on 1400 Connor Street. It served its purpose. I mean, it's a great building, but the convenience of having a professional kitchen and those type things that you're going to have in the new facilities is going to allow you to do many, many more projects, and allow the kids to participate in those projects longer during the day, because like you said, the game room has to be changed over to a kitchen because of space.
Yes, and it also is going to allow us to have some additional partnerships. So right now we're so cramped for space that it's hard to allow someone, for example, the Boy Scouts, to come in and take over a space for programming, because we're trying to get all of our own programming in. And so the new space will have opportunity for us to really have some more outreach, have additional programming coming in, and really providing more opportunities for the kids. And so, the old building, like you said, it's been great. It's served its purpose, but you look at it and the systems are older. So it's inefficient for us as far as funding and operating. The layout, with the stairwells and the hallways from it being a school, really limits the programming space that we have available. So the new space, even though it's going to be a slightly larger or slightly smaller footprint of a building, we're going to have more program space available for the kids. It's going to be a more efficient space.
Now, your membership to the Boys Club, do we still do the numbers as far as who was first all the way through, or is that kind of gone by the wayside?
Everybody has a member number, but it's not quite what
it used to be.
Not quite what it used to be. Everybody gets their card, and their card is very important to them still.
Yeah.
But we don't start over at number one every year, so we're in, I think, the 14,000s as far as member numbers, because now we keep a database, and so we have membership information going back at least to like 2007, I believe, in that database. But the other thing I want to emphasize, we charge $45 a year.
Yeah,
it's $45 to become a member at the Boys and Girls Club, and that's a school year membership. You can come to the club every day after school for that, and we don't typically charge anything extra for programming. So if you want to do cooking class, it's included. If you want to go get tutoring. It's included. We do charge a little extra for sports programs, for Camp Crosser, and for days out of school. But typically, if you every day after school, you can come for $45, one-time fee. It costs the Boys and Girls Club to operate for one child $428. So, as you said before, the community embraces us. They believe in our mission and the work we do. And because of their support, we're able to keep that cost low at $45 per member. But our staff work really hard to supplement the other 300 and some change to make sure that the kids have what they need.
Yeah, because that's why I asked about that number, because I know that when I've went in the past to the alumni Boys and Girls Club meals, luncheons and stuff, they've talked about, who number 1 was and who number 6 was and those type of things. And, some of those people are still around here, okay?
Yes.
So, in fact, I think number 1 is Dr. Jim Dillon, who was on county council, I believe
that
was
right?
number 1.
I've heard some differing ones, so I'm not really sure. I'm not going.
Yeah, you're not going there.
On record.
Yeah, you're not going to go there.
Mm-mm.
But it shows you. I mean, here's a gentleman that and that's the one great thing. The Boys and Girls Club. I mean, there's a lot of people that have come out of that organization and have been touched by that organization. That it's been very, very important to them.
We have some really outstanding alumni, and I know that there are a lot out there that we don't even know about. We are trying to reach out to alumni right now and get people more involved, get re-engaged in what we do and how we do it. So if you are an alumni and you'd like to become more involved, please reach out to us via email or the website or via Facebook. We'd love to talk to you. We're getting ready to hopefully implement a couple more alumni events in 2017 to go along with our alumni luncheon that we hold in the fall, late summer. But yeah, there are some outstanding people. I mean, anyone from Brian Mills at Community Health Network to Courtney Cox and Monica Peck, the Sisters of Savings, to this guy right here. So, there's a lot of great, Abby, that works at the
She
club.
never left. That's what I always kid her. I say, you never left, Abby.
Yeah, so we're really proud of what our alumni have accomplished, and we think we're integral in developing the future leaders, and that's what this new facility is going to help us continue to do for generations to come.
Well, Becky, I appreciate it. I know you have a busy schedule. You told us you had just come from a Kiwanis meeting, so I appreciate you coming by and talking to us, and the best of luck. And if there's anything that you need, please let us know. All you have to do is send Abby down to talk to Jim, and she can pretty well get
My two softball, Nancy Chance, Abby.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been my pleasure, and I'd love to come back sometime.
You have a standing offer anytime you want to come back, because the organization you have is outstanding, and the people that work there are outstanding, and we appreciate what you do for this city.
Well,
it's very, very appreciative.
I'm proud to be part of the organization and proud to be part of Noblesville. It's been a true blessing for me and for my career, and I love every minute of it. So thank you.
Absolutely, and that's always good in your job.
Yes, sir.
That you can say, I'm glad to go to work every day.
That's right.
Well, this is Perry Williams, and next week I believe I have Sheridan Superintendent Dr. Dave Mundy, which is always a fun interview. So I'll see you next Wednesday. Dr. Mundy's one of my favorite people
Is he?
to have on here too. Yeah.
He's a little bit of a character.
Oh,
Isn't he?
yes, he is. Yes, he is. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
No, thank you.
So.